because
All right. Everything.
Hey guys, welcome in to the finals of the Kings Coast Cup event number 1 presented by League Gaming. I'm No Sleeves, joined by my good friend here, Grizz. He is going to help me call all of the action tonight. Grizz, thank you for hopping on for the biggies. Man, you amped for tonight?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thanks for bringing me on. I'm super excited to be here.
No, man, you've been doing a great job in the community in terms of calling sixes, and happy to have you along for our finals as we've got 2 biggies. We're down to our final 2 here in the Kings Coast Cup. We went to a completely new format with group stages and a much shorter, kind of intense tournament structure, and we're down to 2. I mean, so let's talk about it. We've got Resilience going up against Entourage. These 2 teams, I mean, the last time they met, and the one that comes to mind in my opinion is the Caps Gaming Showcase Season 1. I got to see them play in Washington on land, and obviously Resilience reforming recently. It's been fun to see them kind of climb back up to the top of the game. Man, let's talk about Resilience's run real quick, because that's insane. Entourage did what they've done is also nuts, but let's talk about Resilience real quick, because they need to be praised here. So they were 1 game away in round number 1 against Prodigy from losing. Like, they were almost knocked out, right? Like, they had to reverse sweep Prodigy. Very good team to come back in that one. Really, really fun. Then they sweep Freedom, and then they take out Olympia, something that no team has done in the last 5 straight Sixes esports events, which is just wild to think about in itself. And then they take out Composure, who after some roster changes somehow got even better after their big win in the Sharks Pacific Cup, man. But what's been most impressive? What series do you think that Resilience had that impressed you the most throughout this run?
Well, I think what was impressive to me was coming back down from 2-0 against Prodigy, mainly because they went down 2-0, but they were dominating both of those games that they lost. So to have the composure to come back in that series and then not lose again after going down 2-0 for the rest of the event is pretty remarkable in my opinion. And then same thing on the Entourage side, they swept everybody. They have not lost yet, so that's impressive in its own right, especially because they've had bar down at ECU multiple times at different positions as well.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So let's talk about Entourage. You guys can go ahead and search, by the way. Let's talk about Entourage. So they legit have not lost in the event. And when you looked at the roster changes, bringing on Guan, bringing on Scary Joey to replace J Claus and George after being, the one team in North American Sixes that legit did not change for over a year. They make two pretty drastic changes, and on paper they look like an absolute powerhouse now, even more than they were prior. Really kind of separating themselves and not losing. You can't fault them for not losing at all. Obviously, when you look at the runs between Resilience and Entourage, Resilience definitely had the harder run, but an absolute insane run to go undefeated here. And we'll see what happens in the final. You mentioned Bar Down. He has played 3 separate positions now because Fisher will not be in the lineup tonight at right wing. So we're going to see how that plays out. Normally when Hendry and Fisher are split up, Entourage tends to struggle. And we'll see how they handle it. But again, they haven't lost. So I think in this series, it will be a best of 5. I think the most important thing here is for them to get a win. And if they get a win early, the Resilience gets a win early, it's when a team is on an impressive win streak and they get that first loss, they haven't been tested. They haven't had to rebound at all yet. And especially with losing one of their, big starters, we'll see how that plays into it. But yeah, like I said, guys, you can go ahead and search. We're all set here for game number 1. And like I said, it will be a best of 5. But what are you looking for here in this one early on from either team?
Well, so for Resilience, the key is go up 1, and then they can do what they're good at and just put an absolute stranglehold on Entourage. And for Entourage, you have to find a way to cover Boily because he is piping hot right now. He just finds a way to get big goals in every single game he's played in. And shutting down Resilience, if you want to shut them down, you got to stop Boily first and make other guys score.
Absolutely. He is one of the best players I've ever played in 1v1 and now looking to really, really cement himself among the top in 6v6. In the prior series that we've called of Resilience, Boily has been kind of at the forefront, pretty much providing almost all of the offense so far. And when you consider that Rhodes and Kush are the other 2 forwards up front, that is impressive to separate herself. And then obviously the chem between Doughty and Lemelin as they're back together once again has been fantastic. They're really, really, they're slower with the puck. They're very careful with it, and we'll see how that translates going against Entourage, who's kind of a run and gun team. And again, we'll see how Bar Down fitting in instead of Fisher will play into it, because like I said, in the past when you split up Hendry and Fisher, it has caused some issues. But we are all set, guys, that's the wrong scene. Chris, your face. The zoom in kills me, bro.
I know.
The zoom in kills me. We're all set here. Hang on 1 second. I'll switch it over here. We're all set for game number 1 here of our best of 5 finals in the Kings Coast Cup here. It is Resilience versus Entourage. Here we go with game number 1, guys. Is it good? You can see it all? We're good?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I'm fired up, buddy. Let's go. Let's get it. Game number 1, big. I think this one's huge for Resilience. If they can win this first game, I think this is big.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, they need to go up early in this game as well if they want to win this game too.
I agree. We'll see with Bar Down filling in for Fisher. We're underway, and here is Guan for Entourage. He hits Regs, and across the line we go. Scary Joey in. He's going to lose that one to Boily, and here goes Boily on their first attempt for Resilience. Nice little give and go. Doughty can't keep the line, and they'll fire it all the way back into their zone. Collect it. J-Money switching teams from Composure going to Resilience. He bested his own club in the semifinals to get here as he's looking for his 2nd championship of NHL 21, winning the Sharks Pacific Cup with Composure. Boily with a good turnover there. He's out of the zone now. He's getting pressured by Bar Down. He sends it into the corner, and Kush is going to get there first. Great zone entry there. Wraps that one back around. Bar Down will get there. Now Regs collecting it. And he fires that one through the middle to Joey. Sends that one over to Bar Down. Fires that one on, and he just misses wide. Bar Down trying to impact the game early on as it's Regs versus Boily one-on-one. Boily now in the corner waiting for some help. Sends that one back around. Now Regs with it. Fires that one over to Boily. Guan. Off the boards. Can't get it deep. And we'll reset once again. Doughty now with the puck. He brings it up. Stops at the neutral zone, turns over, and out they go. And they'll be offside. So a quick start early on in this one. A couple of chances, shots on goal. Haven't been able to hit the net yet, but a good quick start for both clubs.
Yeah, a little bit of back and forth there. You're going to see a lot of dumps out of Resilience because they're not going to be able to beat these guys one-on-one too often as they have in some of their other matchups.
I agree with that. Is Regs now as they dump that one in. Regs able to get there first, though. Bar down, comes back. And they'll reset once again. Regs saucing that one over. Good stick there by Lemelin. Lemelin was phenomenal in the prior series that we did here on the highlighted matchup, and he continues to really impress as a shot on goal is going to be blocked by Lemelin, and Doughty will send that one up. Here is Kush. Back to Lemelin. Forces into the middle. Kush comes away with it, but Guan will take that. And Guan joining Entourage before this event. Big roster move as he, one of the best left-handed defensemen in sixes, joins one of the best righties in Regs. Regs pinned up along the board, still has it, and a good, smart move to just keep possession and reset out of the zone. Regs now dump that one in. Joey tries to have a step, and he gets there first. Back out in front, can't get it through, and Doughty with the puck. Breaking out here is Kush. Kush. He's going to reset. Doughty goes back, curls back around. Five-man trap at the line for Entourage, and they dump it in. Both teams dumping the puck in here as they're not messing around at the blue line. They're just trying to get it in and get it quickly. Guan now up the ice. Sends that one over. Here's Hendry. Wrap attempt doesn't go. It's in the crease. They clear that one out. They sauce that one up the boards. Here's Kush with speed. Sends it in, but Joey crushes him there against the boards. Guan. Here's Hendry on his off wing. Big hit there. Boyley will send that around. Lemelin on the breakout. Curls back around, dodging that hit from Hendry. Kush sends that one in. Boyley's going to get there first. Great zone entries here from both clubs. Doughty rips one on, and Shekel, that might be his first shot against. And Shekel not really tested so far in this first period. Dumped down. Boyley might get there first. He does not, and that'll be an icing call.
Yeah, I think we're just going to continue to see a lot of dumps here. You did see Hendry get the better of Lemelin not too long ago. That will not happen too often. I fully expect to see just 5 games of dumps here pretty much.
Exactly. Shot on, rebound, and that was a great feed there as Joey with a chance to beat J Money, but he comes up big late in the first. Regs back into the zone, and there's another one with speed. Good puck chop, though, and Joey's going to get it back as that is offside as they tried to beat it, but man, I don't know if I've seen this many successful dump-ins from both teams in a game early on as they both come away with over 50% probably on their dump-in chances.
Yeah, especially when both teams should be expecting it at this point. One thing that strikes me is you cannot give Entourage those easy face-off plays. A huge stop from J Money, but that's way too easy of a look in these very important championship games.
I agree. Big save there is a weak one from way out. That'll be held, and we'll do it again. .16 seconds remaining. See if there is one of those face-off plays out of Entourage, but a good stick in. They still have it. Chance wrapped back out in front. That trickles wide. Regs with one more chance potentially. It's in front. Rebound. And they can't get it in as J Money stands tall. And we enter period 2 with a 0-0 score. Look at that time on attack. Almost none. Like, the very little time was spent in either zone as they basically just dumped it in, got a chance, and then it was the other way. Resilience, only that one shot on goal, but they definitely buzzed around the net quite often. But bar down doesn't look out of place. I don't think you'll see a lot of those, sauces hard along the boards that Fisher and Hendry are really, really good at. Their chemistry obviously almost unmatched when it comes to the winger pairings in sixes. But bar down didn't look out of place there. And again, this is his 3rd position playing for Entourage, and one of them included goaltender. So an impressive start for him here.
Yeah, not too many high chances in that. Really, other than that face-off play, I don't really think there was any, danger chances out of either team. Resilience with only the one shot there. So we definitely want to see them put some shots on Shekel, make him make a save, see if he's comfortable or not.
I agree. Is Guan now with the puck. Sends that over to Regs with speed. Can't get through, though, and now he's down. In transition the other way is Lemelin. Here is Rotes, and haven't seen a lot out of Rotes yet. In this one, he was quiet in the other series that we called as well. But we'll see if he starts picking things up. He usually does as it goes on. 17 minutes remaining the second period, game number 1. And yeah, Joey with a really good face-off percentage here, I think, in this one. So we'll restart. Doughty now brings the puck out, sends that into the middle to Boyle. Back to Doughty. Doughty walks the line, still has it as Lemelin plays free safety at the point. Rebound, he scores on the backhand, and Rotes will get on the board just like that. Haven't seen a lot out of him yet, and he gets the first one as Resilience will take the 1-0 lead.
Well, I'll tell you what happened on that goal. Boyle made a fantastic 45-degree cut at the blue line to get the zone entry, hands it off to Doughty. Doughty with great patience, Rotes on the cut, gets a backhand spinorama shot, beats Shekel on the second shot of this game. That was a good one.
Great play by them. They haven't had a lot of opportunities in this one, but they took full advantage of it there. And you're right, Doughty walked the line for a while there, really wasn't pressured, and instead of forcing it or, moving it immediately, he just held on to it and waited for something to open up. Great play out of him, and now 1-0 lead as Entourage trails in this one.
Yeah, patience at the blue line is one of the most underrated aspects in this game, and nobody does it better than, honestly, probably the 4 D-men in this game.
Absolutely. Doughty will reset. This is Boyle into the zone. Good defensive play. Babar down. And he's got it here. And a good turnover for Resilience behind the net. They look to break out Rotes. He had the opening goal in the series moments ago on a backhand attempt. As Resilience trying to get their first championship in a while. Entourage trying to get their first of NHL 21.
Starting to get a couple offsides here as they're trying to take their chances in over the blue line.
Mm-hmm. And again, we'll see is when Entourage struggles, they usually can't get things going, and they'll start forcing that perfect play. And like I said, when you remove one of Fisher and Hendry is usually when they see the biggest, their biggest issues.
Well, on that blue line faceoff, you saw they both came in for the tie-up.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, you're going to send the winger on the boards, up the boards. I don't know if there was a miscommunication there or not.
As Hendry walks into the middle, fires that one on. Rebound kicks out in front as we've got a power play here for Entourage. And he fires that one around, but a good keep there by Guan. Sends that over to Regs, and he's in across the line. Hendry will lose it, though. And Kush will send that back around. Kush, another guy we haven't really heard of. It's been mostly Boyle on the breakouts in the offensive zone. And then Doughty and Lemelin have pretty much been the ones that held on to the puck for Resilience. So Rotes with that goal area. We'll see if Kush wakes up here as the game gets into its later stages.
Yeah, pretty quiet night so far out of Kush. There's plenty of game left to play, so we'll see if we get his name going here soon.
And that one's dumped down. Power play almost over. 26 seconds remaining as Reg stops up. Still has it. Back to Guan. He rips one on. He jumps over and it hits the bar. Gets it back. Power play over. Guy as Lemelin out of the box. Shot wide there by Hendry. What a keep there from Bar down. Pinned up along the boards. They fight away for it. And now Boyle out of the zone. Ends that back. It's Rotes over to Kush. Kush at the point now along the boards. Pressured there by Hendry. Back out to Boyle. He'll send it into the corner to himself. Pressured by Regs, though. Bounces off. Still has it. Rotes. Great puck moving here from Resilience. Now Rotes waiting it out, but a great pick there by Bar down, and now he's out of the zone. Gets around Doughty. There's Hendry with it, and he can't get anything into the middle. And that one's going to go out of the zone. Through the middle. Kush can't hold on to that one. Regs reversing across the line. Good job there. And now across the line, here's Regs. Guan now. He gets bumped off, and here's a potential break here for Boyle. Regs one-on-one with him, and a great strip. One of the best offensive wingers and best defenders going out of there one-on-one, and Regs got the better of him there as he took it away.
how frustrating does Entourage have to be on these zone entries right now? Seems
Hmm.
like they can't get anything going. Even when they get in over the blue line, someone's there to bump them right after they get in and the puck's going the other way.
Yeah, pressure is pretty immediate right now as Entourage hasn't really gotten any cycle game going. And when they have, it's basically been just forcing regs at the top of the ice. And nothing's really opening up for them. We'll see what happens as it continues. Here is now Joey across the line. Nice down low, back out in front, and he fired it right at him. Hendry's gonna want that one back. He had the whole left side of the net, and he fired it right into J-Money. Back to Guan, fires that one on, tipped on, but J-Money remains perfect there as, yeah, Hendry definitely gonna want that one back. I don't know if he was expecting it or what happened there as that's usually 100% a goal for him. But there's the goal by Rotes on a pretty passing play and a great backhand finish past Shekel.
Oh man, how unfortunate was that for Hendry up in the high slot. I think he was trying to position himself more towards the middle, and that's why he shot that one at the goalie, because he was moving his stick at the time that the pass came in, maybe not expecting it.
Yep.
But, oh man. And a couple pipes in that period as well. So both teams have had their chances. 1-0 game, pretty much what we expected out of this defensive mastermind. You see the shots there, 8-2 in favor of Entourage. J-Money has had the answers so far.
Absolutely. He has done a great job keeping him in it. I think that you're going to start to see Regs pretty much quarterback everything in this third period once in the zone. Usually when the forwards don't get it going for Entourage, they'll let Regs go back and forth at the line to try and set something up, and I think we'll start to see some more point shots. It'll be interesting again, as Guan and Regs are both great defenders with the puck. I think that one of the bigger questions with this team when he joined them was kind of a not enough to go around kind of situation, but I think in this situation where, again, Bardown filling in for Fisher, we'll see them get real involved in this one as a break early. As we start the third period of Game 1, Entourage in danger of dropping their first game of the tournament in the playoffs here, as Resilience leads 1-0 on a goal by Rhodes in the second period. Here is Doughty, gets into the zone. Really easy zone entry there for Resilience. Doughty with it. He curls back around, gets around, bar down, shot on a weak one. An absolute muffin from the point from Lemelin, but they keep the zone. There's a harder one, and Shekel is going to hold on to that one.
Shekel with a real nice toe save there. He was sliding a little bit. That one did have a chance. You're seeing a ton of possession out of Resilience. They're finally starting to put pucks on, so that could spell danger for Entourage soon.
I think they're definitely trying to just, play defense in the offensive zone, so to speak, as they're definitely moving it around a lot before they take these shots. And Lemelin and Doughty are two of the more offensive when it comes to taking shots on goal in North American sixes. So not really surprising there. He's back out in front. Hendry is robbed, low blocker side. And J-Money comes up big again. As that one, he had all the time in the world. Just a bigger save. That's a huge one.
Kick save and a beauty out of both of these goaltenders in the last couple minutes.
Missed shot there from Guan as he tries to go low blocker. Now Doughty on the breakout. As now things are starting to heat up for both teams. Boyley with it. Stops along the boards. Regs gets the better of him again. Regs and Boyley has been a great battle defensively in this one so far. Zossing that one off the boards. Can't get it through. He's going to try once again. 5 minute the line, but Regs patient enough to get through. Now back to Guan. He walks in, fakes the shot. Bar down, can't get it there. Too many bodies in the way, and now Boyley out the other way. But he is a step offside.
A little too much speed there. You have seen Boyley beat Regs a couple of times in deep, but Regs has done a phenomenal job of getting that poke right at the last second and denying him a chance on net.
Absolutely. Nice play there. Boyley turns it over. Now bar down with a good cut. Sends that over to Hendry, but a great stick there by Lemelin. Cushing out of the zone. He's going to dump that in there. Boyley will go after it. And Regs will pick it up. Now Joey with it. Walks in, shot on. I don't know if that got through the net. Back to the point. Here's Regs. He lets one go, looking for a tip in front, but it stops right bar down, and now Doughty on the breakout. Dags goes, where's fish? Victimized says, in the water. Great analysis. Wrap around attempt potentially. That one's turned over, and now out of the zone, here comes Resilience. Back behind the net as Boyle comes away with it. Here's Rotes, fires it on, doesn't get through. Regs, Venetian in front, and he'll break out. Now Guan with it, with speed, sends that across, somehow gets through. The bar down, shot on. That one will be blocked. Kush resets. Lemelin, 7 minutes to go. They're running out of time, and Resilience closing in on that 1-0 series lead, something that we talked about as being of the utmost importance as a shot through. That one misses wide. And now here is Joey. That one's knocked free. Out of the zone. Big hit by Guan. He waits up. Roach fires it on, and a big save for Shekel, his biggest of the night. 4 minutes remaining. Regs with speed dumps it into the corner. Hendry trying to get there first, and he doesn't as Lemelin comes away. The one-on-one. Regs able to knock it away again from Boyle. Guan over to Regs. Bar down with it. Back to Regs. 3-on-2. And J Money with a huge save as Hendry takes it to the net. And J Money having one of his bigger games here in the tournament. As a 3-on-1 in tight. He had Joey open, I think, far side on that one.
But he absolutely had Joey on the forehand. But when Hendry gets in these games where it's 1-0, he's been kind of, frustrated all night. He will take that shot a lot. And that's definitely might cost them this game here, because that was an absolute goal if he makes that pass to the forehand.
We'll see if he can get it back, as now Kush down behind the net. Back to the point, Lemelin with it. Here goes Hendry once again. With speed, cuts into the middle. Good stick by Doughty. And Lemelin gets back. Resilience breaks out of the zone the other way. Rotes can't get in. Pressured by Joey. Regs picks it up. Back to Joey. He wiggles a little bit, but loses it again as Doughty and Lemelin are absolutely frustrating at the blue line here, as they're getting sticks on everything. Boyle into the zone now. 30 seconds remaining. Here's Scary Joey. Sends that to Regs. Into the zone himself, and he's bumped there by Boyle, who makes a great defensive play on him there. 17 remaining. Entourage running out of time. Regs across the line. Lemelin's got it. Sends it around to Doughty. Big hit there. Turned over. Joey in front. Shot on. Doesn't get through. Another one towards the net. Rebound attempt. That doesn't go. Oh my goodness. What a flurry at the end. But Resilience is going to hold on with a 1-0 lead here in the game and the series.
Get a nice replay of what just happened in those dying seconds. A few really nice saves in tight there. Holy cow. Just standing his ground.
Look at that shot. The rebound attempt too. What even happens here? Does he get a shot on? Oh, it fires it right at him.
Oh man. No lift on the puck there.
Oh, tough.
Well, Resilience did enough. They only had 4 shots, but 4 shots is enough when you play stout defense. And some of the most active sticks in the game, in the community, in this matchup right now. We saw it on both blue lines, just phenomenal poke check after poke check. A great defensive play out of Boyle towards the end of the game with about 20 seconds left, coming in and taking away Reg's opportunity after he made a great play to get over the line. Just complete team defense. Everybody knows their job on that team. They earn a phenomenal shutout in that game number 1.
Oh, absolutely. It was extremely frustrating for Entourage with their forward specifically, is even if they did get into the zone, Lemelin and Doughty were extremely active with their sticks, and they really didn't take any penalties there either. I think they had the 1 power play, but yeah, not a lot at all. For them, as they had a great defensive play there from throughout the entire game, as they shut out Entourage, and that is their first loss in the entire playoffs, as Entourage swept the prior 4 series. So we'll see how they rebound, and again, we'll see if they can overcome the fact that Fisher isn't in the lineup tonight. Bardown didn't look out of place. He didn't really have any costly turnovers, but there wasn't a lot of offense generated. Mostly it was out of Hendry, and he usually, whether that first game he obviously had a couple of missed opportunities, he's usually the one that scores the big goals in the big games for this team. So we'll see if he bounces back. I'm pretty confident that we'll see a better offensive performance out of them in this next game coming up. But yeah, just a great job all the way around for him. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in so I match you. How about that? There we go. This is live. Here
Well,
we go.
I might be able to zoom out on my OBS. Let me see here.
Yeah, let's
Because
get
I'm
a zoom out. Let's get a
because
zoom out.
I am zoomed out normally, but I think to get the double box going, it's zoomed way in. So let me see what I can do here. Oh, that's so ridiculous.
Hi, fellas. All right, thank you for joining us tonight here on the Kings Coast Cup finale here on the Rare Drop Sports Channel, as we are covering the finals of our first Kings Coast Cup event, as Entourage taking on Resistance. There we go. All right, perfect. Here we go.
That a little better.
That's a little better. Yeah,
I can go a little farther.
no, we're good. I think that's good. As yeah, we're about waiting for game number 2. And yeah, we didn't really see anything out of Kush in that game. Not that we really needed to, but Boyley was really the driver in the offensive zone. Regs did a great job. I mean, as well as Resilience did. I mean, they only won 1-0, and it was a great play, obviously, for Rhodes to finish that one off. But, they're going to have to keep pouring it on. They only have 4 shots on goal. Maybe we see a little bit more from the points, as Lemelin and Doughty, both guys that don't really quarterback it a lot. They usually are the ones that get it back to the point and just let it rip, as opposed to the other side where Regs and Guan are more of the guys that will set up and move things around on that back end. But we'll see what the adjustments are made. I'm curious again, yeah, because the dump-ins did work for Entourage, as well as Resilience. But obviously frustrated in the offensive zone. They didn't really have a lot of plays other than that one off the face-off. But we'll see what happens now going to this next one if they make any adjustments. What do you think is the biggest thing for Entourage to get back into this series?
I think they need to take the chances when they have them. Just, you gotta make that pass. I know Hendry does usually score those big goals. He's been relied on more than anyone. Has scored all of the big goals pretty much. Whenever Entourage scores a big goal, it's him. But on a 3-on-0, pretty much, he had the high guy. He also had Scary Joey, who was on his forehand. And that's just a guaranteed goal if you make that pass. J Money would have no shot of saving it. And he just got himself too in tight to make that shot. And it starts with Hendry. Hendry is the lifeline of this team, right? So him and Regs, those are the 2 guys that you expect to come up and make a play. But chemistry does matter. And even though bar down did not inherently cost that game, they definitely were missing Fisher, who was at the top of his game right now and can make something out of nothing when Hendry's not getting going. So
No,
usually,
absolutely.
yep. So usually when one guy's getting frustrated, the other guy's right there to pick him up. We didn't see that last game. So somebody's got to step up. They have the guys to do it. As good as Resilience is on the back end, they're not going to be able to hold this team to 1-0 every game. It's not possible. There's too much offense there, especially when they did get a couple of really good quality chances. J Money was as good as advertised in that one. Now over to the Resilience side, something that's striking to me is, like you said, you usually don't see too much movement out of the defense in Lemon Doughty, but that was more with Dupes. So when Dupes was playing on that cohesion squad, Dupes did not rotate with Lem a lot. What you saw in the first game and in this entire tournament with Doughty will come over to Lemelin's side and Lem will switch it up as well. So you'll get some of those forehand pass looks. And that's exactly what we saw on that Rhodes cut, the forehand to the forehand, where if Lem would have made that pass from that same spot, it might have gotten intercepted. The forehand allows you to make certain passes. So to have Doughty rotate and Lem cover his side, that's just beautiful chemistry, right? That's how you get offense going.
No,
And
absolutely.
Regs and Guan do the same thing too.
They do, yeah. They're very, very good at switching in the offensive zone for sure. Lemelin and Doughty, and again, like active sticks in the defensive zone. Even if they were able to break, they had a really good trap in that one. And Entourage just said right from the beginning, we're not dealing with this, so they just dumped in basically from the get go. But even when they were able to get in, it was just almost an immediate poach check at the right time by Doughty and Lemelin, and we'll see if that continues there in the next one. But the pressure's on now. Again, Resilience, 2 more wins to lock up this championship. We'll see how Entourage responds. And again, it's tough without their full starting lineup, but this is a big one. Like we said in that first game, Resilience need to get up the series and take a win early to put the pressure on Entourage, who have had no problems throughout this event. That was literally their first loss. of the entire thing. So we'll see how they rebound. However, they're a pretty veteran team, all of their roster, and I think that they'll, this should probably go the distance. But it's going to be super important for Entourage to try at least show up offensively in this one. And getting that first goal, I think, is going to be really important. Just to ease things away. You start getting in your head if J Money goes another 2 periods of not letting in a goal, then it gets tough. You start pressing a little bit, and Resilience has been super careful and really well defensively in this game, or in that last game so far. So it's going to be extremely important for them, to make sure that they get on the board early.
Well, another thing out of Resilience that I didn't mention last game, look for it in this game. When they get those turnovers, they're making sure that they take the free ice behind them to make a good pass up the ice. They're not forcing things. They're saying, okay, let me turn around and find my open guy. I know where my support players are. I'm not turning this back over when I just got the puck from them. Mm-hmm. They do a phenomenal job at taking the ice and getting the puck up ice quick. They don't hang on to it in their own zone. They find their support guys and advance the puck up the ice, which is huge in this game at beating a trap.
Absolutely, man. And we're going to see what happens here as we've got game 2, Resilience and Entourage. Resilience knocking out Prodigy, Olympia, and Composure, as well as Freedom on their way, trying to knock out yet another top-end team in Entourage. And here we go. We've got Resilience in their blacks, Entourage in their whites, and we're underway here in game 2. Entourage haven't beaten J Money yet in this series. Looking for their first goal as Regs dumps it in. It looks like we're getting the same thing here as Lemlin will pick it up. Kush holds off, but can't get it out of the zone. Good keep. And they'll try it once again. Good patient move there by Joey to just skate it back out and start it again as Guan will send it across the line. The reset doesn't go, and Regs will go all the way back down into his own zone. And that will be an offside call, as again, it looks like we're going to see a lot of the same in the dump and chase out of Entourage here.
Yeah, you didn't see what they normally... I think the matchup is really good for Resilience because they take away what Entourage wants to do on their breakout, and that's hitting Hendry up the boards. You're simply just not going to beat Lem that many times cutting in and back to the boards. He's arguably one of the best defensemen positionally along that blue line, so you're not going to beat him easy there.
No, absolutely. And again, one of the most successful plays for Entourage is Reg saucing off the boards to Fisher. It's one of the things that they use the most of, and it's how they get so many 2-on-1s and odd man rushes. It's a chance in front. That one doesn't go. But again, no Fisher, so maybe the chem just isn't there just yet as Bar Down filling in here. But Guan now up in the play. We'll see if he starts to take a more offensive role in this one. Back to Regs, rips it on, blocked by his own man. Bar Down keeps it, though, as Entourage looking better here in game 2. Rebound, they score, and Hendry is there to collect the rebound. And there he is as he'll pick one up, make up for the last one. And we've got a 1-0 lead here in game 2 for Entourage.
Well, what a great play from Bar Down there. He did block the initial attempt. When he got it back, he held it onto his forehand to make that pass behind him into the high slot, who then moves it up to Fisher. Fisher makes no mistake on the backhand shot there. Finally gets the goal he was looking for last game. They go up early in this game. Don't let Resilience back into this one. Get the second goal and tie the series up.
I agree. Again, we talked about it. As well as they played defensively, there wasn't a lot of offense at all from Resilience. So 2 goals is, pretty monumental here, as Entourage has been playing really good defensively, and they are all out right now, as now both defenders are up in the play so far early in this one. Is now Regs down low, and he sends that one back around, as we're starting to see Guan and Regs take over, which is something I think that they needed to do with giving the roster changes, let the two of the best offensive defensemen go to work. Is now Bar Down with the puck, sends that back around, and Regs with it. Dump it in, there it is, sends that one into the corner. And a good stick shot, but Hendry comes away with it. And the dump and chase working so far. Trevor with it, fires it on, tries to go short side, hits the side of the net. And now Kush with it. Back to the point. Doughty with it. Down low behind the net. Back to the point, rips it on. That one doesn't go. Back out in front, and they score! A tough one, as it was just a mess in front. But Boyley able to hammer it home on the backhand that somehow goes through Shekel. Tough one there. But it counts.
A mess in front is absolutely right. He tried to make that pass cross crease. It ended up hitting a set of skates, came right back to him, just tucks that one home, and we get a snipe right off the rip.
As Joey will pick the corner off the bar, and it's 2-1, just like that.
That's the way to stay ahead. When they finally tie it up, you come back in, get with a great zone entry, and just pick your shot. That's exactly what he did. No chance for J Money there. What an absolute beauty.
Now back into the zone. Here's Resilience looking to get it tied after Entourage answered back immediately. They work around the outside. Regs will knock it free. And here goes Regs out of the zone. Stops up, sends it over to Hendry, as he's on the board already in game 2. In the neutral zone, they can't break the trap. They'll reset once again. Back to the point. Down low, shot on. Shekel with a couple of big saves there. Boyley with the puck. Back to Rotes. One-timer, and Shekel with another one, as Lemelin got all of that. Kush now behind the net. Back to Lemelin. Weaving back and forth to Doughty. He sends it on net, and that one will be tipped wide. Tripped up in the offensive zone. Tough break there for Rotes, as he is going to go to the box, and Entourage will get a power play.
Oh, what are you doing, Rotes? It's not a penalty you want to take when you're down 1 goal against this lethal Entourage offense.
Here we go. Power play for Entourage. Guan sends it on net. That doesn't get through. Pressured there. Here's Joey back to the point to Regs. Now Guan, they reset, flip around. Regs back to Guan as they give and go. Guan rips it on. Big save there from J Money. Back to Guan. Holds onto the puck. Regs. And a good stick from Lemelin, and he clears it down the ice.
Well, what you're seeing out of Hendry right now, Hendry's lining up for the one-timer, and when the one-timer's not there, he's making a forehand cut to the net. Look for him to score on either one of those opportunities here.
Regs back to Hendry, gets all of it, but J Money stands tall. Guan now. 10 seconds remaining. Bar down shot is blocked. A great penalty kill. And then J Money coming up big here. Regs now gets out of the zone. Ends that one back. Fires that one on into the corner. Back out in front, and they score! 0.9 and bar down. There he is. He spawns in, and he gets a big one with 0.9 remaining in the period.
Well, I don't know if you saw that in the corner. They had 3 Entourage unis on top of that puck in the corner. No shot for them to get that one up the ice and out of the zone. They capitalized by crashing the front of the net after they collapsed on the boards there, and Bardown made no mistake tucking that one home as well.
You gotta play until the whistle, and a big goal there is now 3 on the board in that first period. And playing his 3rd position of the tournament for Entourage. He got a shutout in net, played defense, and then got a big goal here in the finals of game number 2.
And he had a great assist on that goal to get him started as well. Yeah, so Bardown actually came out with the puck in that scrum, and he had the nice, beautiful give and go there. I didn't realize that was him that came out with that puck in the corner.
Out of the zone, second period underway. Resilience trailing by 2. They really haven't done anything offensively. They've had a few shots from the point. Shekel's come up big on them. But outside of that, it's been all Entourage here. Now out of the zone, resets, and here goes Doughty. Ends that one across. Back to the point to Doughty. Into the middle, here's Kush, rebound. That one's gonna go wide. Hendry will pick it up and send it way out of the zone, trying to hit Bardown in stride, but he can't. Regs back around to Guan. East to west breakout here as Resilience slowing things down. I think they're going to try the dump and chase here. They'll reset once again, and Regs back to Guan. Oh my goodness, that was painful to watch. There's nowhere to go on that blue
All of
line.
that for an offsides.
Yeah, they cannot get through. That's a heavy trap by Resilience.
You were seeing some of that Resilience reset as well there.
Yep.
A little taste of their own medicine.
As Joey will reset again. Regs is going to dump this one, and there he goes. As that one's into the zone, Joey will put pressure on. And a quick breakout by Lemelin. Frustrating sequence there for Entourage. Just Kush right in. What a poke check there by Shekel as he flies out to meet him on an unbelievable transition play from Kush. As now Rhodes with it. Kush with a glorious opportunity to get back within one. Shekel says no.
You do not see someone split these two D-men that often like that. What a phenomenal cut to get in on the B-way. But like you said, Shekel shuts the door and says no on that one with a great flying poke.
And a great save in front as well with J-Money on that one-timer. Now back into the zone's Resilience. Rotes with it into the middle. Poked free. Doughty walks in. Good poke check by Guan. He's one-on-one with Lemelin. Guan fires it on, and he can't get it through. Back out in front, he scores! Is Hendry with an unbelievable feed. And there it is, the offense from the back end of Entourage. As Guan with a great goal there and a great rush up the ice.
The rare mistake out of Lemelin that you will see in this game, he chased behind the net, realized he brought himself out of position, tried to get back in time, was unable to for that give and go to Guan. And Guan tucks that short side. What a lethal play if you get that pass off. They go up 4-1. We'll see what Resilience has here, but this is the kind of goal scoring I was looking for.
It's tough, too, for J-Money on that play, too, because Hendry is almost always in that position. He almost always goes with a wraparound attempt. Oh, what a breakout there by Regs. And you've got to play for that if you're J-Money, so he had no chance on that give and go. What a play.
Well, breaking tendencies is what you got to do in these championship games. These guys know how each other play so well that the team that breaks their tendencies is the team that's going to go ahead, and that's what we're seeing in this game.
100% agree on that, my man. Is now it's Resilience is going to have a heck of a time because even in that first game, they really did not get a lot of opportunities offensively. And now, you know, they're in a big hole. They're going to need the next goal 100%. As Rhodes fires it on, and Shekel now having a big game, putting his stamp on the series. The diving poke check early. Went back the other way for a goal. 3-2 would have been a lot different than 4-1. Dumped into the corner again. Good puck chop by Doughty. Fired on, but Regs gets back in front as he just refuses to allow Boyley to get by him there in this one.
Oh, yeah, he knew that one was coming all the way.
Shot on again in front. A nice patient play there by Boyley with Shekel. He'll stop that one.
Yeah, Sheck was up at the top of his crease challenging that shot. Moved right to left on our screen to make a very nice save there.
Draw win for Resilience. Shot on, they score as Boyley off the quick passing play will get his second of the game. It's 4-2, and Resilience trying to battle back here.
Tic-tac-toe. They win that to the far side winger. Goes over to the D-man, over to Boyley. That was an interesting one. You don't see that play hit too often. That was a really creative play out of Resilience there.
Yeah, the quick passing play, those are one touches. Shekel really didn't have an option there. He was still kind of set up from that first pass. Now that'll be an icing call. 2:16 remaining in the second period of game number 2. We've got a 4-2 lead for Entourage as they try to get their first win of the series.
Yeah, well, typically when they go aggressive face-off, they're going to look for a direct face-off play to the D-man, but they go to the winger there, and that kind of screws them up defensively, and Shekel had no idea where that puck was. No shot for him on that one.
Give and go. We'll try to break through. They do. Kush now into the zone. He can't get through. Back to the point. He misses that one. It goes down the length of the ice. 10 seconds remaining. Chance for one more. Rush up the ice. He can't keep it in. He does, but Regs will intercept. And that'll do it for the second period. As a lot more goals in this one. It's 4-2 for Entourage through 2 periods. I'm actually pretty surprised at the time on attack. It's almost dead even. Shots are closing in as well. Just a really good game.
Yeah, it is. It's an up and down, back and forth game. And the one really good attribute of this resilient squad is they do not get rattled. Sometimes like Entourage will. You will see Entourage at times get rattled. You can knock them off of their game. But when they're buzzing, they're hard to stop. Resilience, on the other hand, no matter how down and out they may be in a game, they're going to still grind and wear you down with that aggressive, just, possession style game. They're going to get those point shots in. They don't change their play style because they know what works. They drill it home until they finally get the opportunities they're looking for. So I will not look to see Resilience get rattled in this one and see if they can come back here.
Next goal is going to be huge. As into the zone, it's Doughty. Back to Boyley. Fires it on. That one will be blocked by Trevor. Sorry, by Joey. As he back up once again. Fires that one out. And dumps that one into the corner. Kush can't get there first, but now he picks it up. Shot on, and that one will be saved as Guan picked it up, but it got picked off. A shot on goal as Shekel's coming up big here in game 2.
Yeah, Shek actually slid off of the short side there. That one had a chance to go, but he held his ground just enough to cover that one up.
Bumped off. Guan will look to break it out. Ends that one up the ice. Joey in front, and they score as Bar down in front. He'll get his second of the game. And he's having a big impact here in game number 2. Entourage with the 5-2 lead here.
Yeah, that was just a great breakout right up through the middle, which, again, you don't see too often. That might have been the first clean breakout up through the middle that we saw in this game. He tries to make the pass. The pass didn't go anywhere. It bounced over to Bar down, who was just kind of the recipient of crashing in front of the net there, almost like that second goal, where the puck's just kind of bouncing off of skates and stuff. So he gets rewarded for crashing the net there. It's what you love to see out of Bar down, who's making an impact at every position he's utiled at in this tournament.
He says Fisher who is Hendry now into Bar down. They're buzzing again. Backdoor in front, and Scary Joey on a great passing play. They're running away with this one as it's now 6-2.
Another great point, great assist from Bar down, who got that puck up in the middle, held that one backhand after the break-in, saw Hendry crashing back door there, finds him for the easy tap-in.
I still can't believe they won a series with him at defense, defense and goalie. And if they were to win this one at forward as well, that's just pretty incredible when you consider the level of competition that we're at here in the Kings Coast Cup. Now back into the zone here is Resilience. And what do you do here if you're Resilience?
You just keep drilling it home. As I said, keep your composure here. Don't get rattled. There is a series left to play, and you are up in the series right now. The series will be tied. Entourage will not be up in the series. So you're still in the driver's seat to control your own destiny here. You got to maintain what you did in game number 1 and what you're trying to do in game number 2. They have had a couple of mistakes in this game that have cost them goals, so they need to adjust to that. And if they adjust to that, they'll be fine. I fully expect this series to go 5 either way. So let's see some goals here.
No, absolutely. They haven't been as rigid defensively, obviously, but the fact that they haven't scored, they scored 6 this one, and they were shut out in the last game. There's a nice goal in front there as he picks the corner. As Kush gets on the board here in this series, now 6-3. Might be a little too late, but a good goal there to get him on the board in this one.
Might be a little late, but Boyley had a really nice tie-up on the boards there to get that puck and find his man in front for the snipe. That's just a really great positional play.
Dumped into the corner boards. Let's make it interesting if they score right here. In front. Oh, and he tries to go short side again. Rhodes now down behind the net. To Kush. He's just got a goal. Looking for more blocks. Kush again scores as he picks the corner once again on the block shot and the immediate pause. It's now 6-4. This one's not over yet.
Well, Lem walked in for that boomer of a slap shot, hits the skate in front, finds his man, picks up the loose puck in the high slot. Shekel comes out to challenge the shot, maybe just a little bit off center there. He picks his corner. What a goal. We're seeing a ton of goals just bouncing off of skates, off of blocks. loose sticks. Oh man, this is an insane one.
All right. You've got 6 minutes in a 2-goal game, a little bit different than 8 minutes in a 4-goal game. And here we go with Kush with 2 quick ones, and now we're back underway. Kush picks it up. That one goes out of the zone to Guan. Regs will spin back around. Kush with his 12th goal of the playoffs here. And now bar down. He's got 2. Spin move in front, sends it right through the crease. Misses the net, and now here goes Resilience through the zone. Picked off by Guan. Back to Regs. Regs now. He'll send that one back up. Back and forth they go across the line, and that's offside.
Ooh, he almost had a really nice break in there, making everyone miss, but can't hold the line on that right side there.
Nope. 16-7 on the face-off dot, but they lose that one and sends that one through the middle. But now Hendry out the other way, looking to finish this one off. Hendry, oh, a good stick check, and now a 3-on-2 for Resilience. As here's Rotes to Kush again, rebound, and it goes just wide as they were narrowly. They almost copped one there. Back out in front, and that one's gonna be stuffed. What an opportunity there. As Shekel comes up huge on the one-timer. As Resilience is pouring it on right now. Shekel with that giant save there across the line. They can't keep it. Out of the zone. Good play there. Bumped off the puck. Oh, nice spin move there by Hendry. Sends it down into the zone. Boyley up to Rotes. He's got Lemelin. Back to Rotes. And that's going to be a penalty. That's all right. Things getting a little bit more interesting. We'll see what happens off the face-off. As Regs will dump that one down. That's going to be big as they need 2. Full minute. They need one quickly, though. And east to west, they force him to go back once again. Killing time into the zone. Back to the point. Here's Lemelin. Back into Doughty. They have a weak shot on. Shekel stops that when he plays it out. And Regs will come away with it. Veteran move there, maybe. And it looks like that might do it. And that one will go down the length of the ice. 10 seconds to go. Across the line. Tries to get through. They can't. And that's going to do it for game number 2. A complete reverse from game number 1 as a 6-4 final. As this one's all even up. And the shots on goal almost dead even, as is the time on attack, slightly in favor of Resilience, probably due to the the comeback near the end. Obviously, they had to get a little more aggressive, but great job by Entourage to battle back and get into this one. As now we've got a series.
Well, definitely an exciting game to watch there. Goals out of both sides. Some weird goals out of both sides. Some absolute snipes as well. Just one of the weird things you're going to see. You see a 1-0 game 1, a 6-4 game 2. That tells you right there, every game is a new game. You forgive and forget the game that you just played. You come back out with an absolute onslaught of goals in game number 2. That's what Entourage was looking for. That's how they want to play. They want to capitalize off of the mistakes the other team makes. Resilience doesn't normally make too many mistakes. They force them into mistakes in game number 2. So if you're Resilience, get back to playing sound defensive hockey. If you're Entourage, keep preying on those mistakes.
No, absolutely. And I think we saw a much better game in terms of passing plays in the offensive zone. It looked like a lot less just holding onto the puck, waiting for something to happen, and more just feeding it off each other from Entourage. And that one, we saw a couple of pretty passing plays, specifically the scary Joey goal. I believe that was the 6th goal of the game. Bar down and Hendry all touching the puck on that one. And then the one with Guan and Hendry again, the behind the back, behind the net pass that Lemelin kind of bit on there. But just a great adjustment there from Entourage. But we'll see what happens now with Resilience as they poured it on there later on. I mean, the book might be out as Kush was able to pick the corner twice, I think, on Shekel. We'll see what happens there. And you got to remember back earlier in that game when it was 3-1, Shekel with a diving pocheck on Kush, is that one that could have completely changed the game there. So we'll wait and see. What's your prediction now going into game number 3, though?
Well, I think game number 3, we're definitely going to see a little tighter defensively. Resilience, again, does not make that many mistakes that often. They had like I said, Lem had a couple of mistakes there, chasing behind the net. He realized it as soon as he did, and he paid the price for it on that Guan uh, short side shot there from behind the net. And then again on the right side as well, just chasing pucks a little bit. And I know that I said at the end of game one thing they did well was get the puck up the ice quick. That's something they didn't do in game number two. They they waited a little too long. There was a couple of offensive zone turnovers that creates possession, creates, chemistry for the other side. They're getting excited about getting the puck in the offensive zone. And another thing is we saw the forecheck out of both teams a little bit rather than a full on trap. This creates opportunities for both sides because you're going to get a forechecking opportunity, as we saw Boyley on the forecheck tie the guy up on the boards. That created a goal for Kush in the corner or in the high slot. Sorry. And then on the other side as well, same thing with the forecheck. You saw that the three guys of Entourage collapsed on the boards. Bardown came out with it, had the give and go, and he scored backhand. So forecheck, it worked last game, and it resulted in a lot more goals out of both sides. So we'll see how much each team is going to forecheck moving forward.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, again, we saw 1-0 game in game number one. Just a lot, obviously, 10 times off the offense in game number two. And again, yeah, like the forecheck definitely being a lot more aggressive there, and just some mental lapses from Resilience. They obviously can't afford to have many mistakes. Obviously, on paper, I think Entourage. I mean, even with Bar down in the lineup over Fisher, definitely have just an insane roster there. It's going to be tough. They can't have any mistakes. That not playing until the wish. I think Kush was off on the corner, just kind of chilling with 1 second remaining, and they didn't play to the whistle there. And again, those add up. You only lost by 2, so those little mistakes that happen throughout the game, they can cost you the championship. So we'll wait and see, as I expect a better game out of Resilience, at least early on, as the game kind of got away from them in that one. But we'll see, as it looks like they're about to search, and it's down to a best of 3 here. Who do you think, after seeing the first 2 games, who do you think has the advantage going into games 3 through 5?
Oh, it's got to be Entourage at this point. You just scored 6 goals. But for Resilience, they knew that those goals were scored because they made mistakes. So if they capitalize and sorry, if they go back to the drawing board and fix those mistakes, not capitalize, sorry. So if they go back to the board on those mistakes, they're going to make it hard for Entourage. Get those active sticks going that you had in game number one. Yeah, you scored a goal off the forecheck, but you also gave up a couple goals as well because of odd man rushes. They had a couple beautiful cuts up the middle against Resilience, and they don't normally give those up free. So look for Rhodes to be a little more defensively responsible in this game and take away that center ice.
Yeah, like I said, they definitely struggled with the quick passing plays that Entourage had in that one. In game number one, it was really just everything was being forced through Hendry in that one, and that might have just been a feeling out process. Again, it was the first game of the series. Obviously, no Fisher, and we've mentioned that a number of times. And yeah, just a tough go there to get into the zone and get things going offensively. But nonetheless, they were able to capitalize on those mistakes, and Entourage now back into this one. I think this is a big game for Resilience. I low key think that they need to win this one. I'm gonna have winning 2 straight after it's gonna be awfully tough. But we'll see. They've like the fact that they're in the finals with who they had to go throughout, by far the hardest run of, I don't want to say any of the esports tournaments so
Pretty
far,
close.
but Prodigy, Olympia, Composure, and then Freedom is no slouch either. So I mean, in that second round, but like I said, Olympia not in the finals is the first time in 5 events. That's kind of big, and the Resilience is the reason why. So a great job there in game number 1, and a good job to battle back. I mean, it was 6-2, and a lot of times you just don't really see anything afterwards. They kind of just play all out and whatnot, but they made it a game, and a couple of big saves in front. As I don't know if Shekel got that one time or late in the game, or it missed the net, but tough one there. We'll see though, as Entourage and Resilience about to enter game number game number 3, as we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, as they have found each other and we're about set. What do you think? Give me a score prediction in this one.
I'm going to go 4-3 Resilience in this one. I think there's still going to be a bit of goal scoring, but I think they're going to tighten down just enough to come out with this one. Again, like you said, they need this game. I think they know that. However, I think one thing Hendry realized last game that he didn't realize in game number 1 is, hey, this bar down kid, he can play. He can play defense, he can play goalie, and he can play forward. Give him the puck and give him the opportunity to make a play, because he made a lot of plays last game.
No, absolutely. And I'm curious to see is Boyle had 2 goals in that game. Obviously, offensively, I mean, 2 goals is great, but he just didn't. It was more. He not was not impacted as much as he was in game number 1. So we'll see again. That match of him and Regs has been fun to watch so far. As here we go with game number 3.
Yeah, 5 points out of Bar Down in that game. Holy moly. He has been effective no matter where they put him. When he played defense, they got a shutout. When he played goalie, he got a shutout. Now he's playing forward, had a 5-point game. What more can you ask out of a utility player?
That is, yeah, this is one of the best all-time utility performances here in a Sixes event.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Here we go. Game number 3. Joey and Rotes on the draw, and Scary Joey had an unbelievable performance in that game too. I think the faceoffs were 15-7 as Shekel tested early. Hold on to that one.
Early cut inside by Kush. That's something we haven't seen too much out of him. He beats Guan to the outside and then cuts back in for a nice short side shot, but Shekel slams the door, says no.
Draw win there by Rotes again. Boyle fires one on. Shekel read that one as he's tested early here in the first.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to take every shot that they can this game. They know how important this game number 3 is in a tie series.
I agree. And another draw win for Rotes. Doughty to Boyle, and he rips one from the goal line. Right, Shekel playing it out. He says, dude, it's April. He has been awfully dangerous with that puck, but nonetheless, now back out of the zone. Rotes, he rotates around, sends it into Kush. Kush has got it, fires it on, blocked in front, rebound. They can't get a handle on it. And now Bar Down brings the puck out to Hendry as he gets a step, but can't get around Lema. Now back to Hendry. Wrap attempt, and Jay Money sniffs that one out, and he'll hold on as a great attempt, or a great bounce back possession there from Entourage.
I think if Hendry got the actual wrap animation instead of just that shot from behind that had a chance to go, because J Money didn't seal off that pipe there.
Kush out of the zone, back and forth. Out in front again. Lemelin rips it on, and that one gets tipped wide. Doughty with it, back. Now Doughty again, tipped in front, they score! And Rotes gets the tip in front. It goes far side. Shekel playing the shot, obviously. And there we go. Just get pucks to the net, and it's 1-0 here for Resilience. Perfect start for them.
Boyle won't get an assist on that play, but that play happened because of him with some phenomenal right stick work down low against Regs, beating him there, not giving him a chance. He sends it over to Doughty, sends it to Lem, back to Doughty for the one-timer. Tip with Rotes in front. What more can you ask for out of a play?
As now Boyle holds up, defended well, and Guan gets that one. Out of the zone now, it's Entourage. They give it up. Kush, he hits Boyle, and a big save there from Shekel.
Monster save there, keeping his team in this game.
Regs can't get around Doughty. Uh-oh, he got one the other way. Here's Kush, and he scores. That one doesn't miss. And just like that, it's 2-0 as Resilience is coming out firing in game number 3 as Kush makes it 2-0 early in this one.
That's one of the risk reward scenarios you have when you're playing with a guy like Regs who wants to make stuff happen at the blue line. They had a really bad turnover there. Nobody home down the middle of the ice. They get a breakaway on that. I believe that was Kush that scored that. Goes to the backhand, tucks that one home. Oh, man. Nothing Sheck can do there. He's been asked to do a lot early on in this game.
That was a ton of breakaways. And Regs, again, caught up in the ice there. I mean, he made a nice zone entry, but Doughty hung with him and caused that turnover. Now, here's Boyle with it. Regs collects that one. 2-0 now. We talked about, Entourage can get frustrated, but Hendry comes right back. And it's 2-1. Man, what a game so far.
Bar Down is getting all of the pickups in this game. It's kind of insane. Last game, we saw a few goals as a beneficiary to losing a puck and just picking it up. The same thing happened there. After that clean breakout, he ran into a set of skates. Bar Down just picks that one up, sends it over to Hendry backdoor, who just finds a way to jam that one home. I believe it might have been 5-hole. So a 2-1 game. This game's not out yet.
What a nuts game. After game one, it was 1-0. We saw 10 goals in game number 2, and we've already got 3 in the first half of the All right, Entourage on the power play. Sorry about that, guys. As Reg's backdoor to Scary Joey, and he hammers that one home. It's 2-2 right out of the break. And things are evened up. Sorry about that, boys. Looks like we're having a bit of an issue.
Well, we got back just in time for you with that offensive zone faceoff win on the power play. Ends up going backdoor on the feed there, and we got a 2-2 game.
Back to the point. Here's Doughty. Fires that one on. Shot on. That one doesn't go. And a nice feed from Hendry to Scary Joey, and it is 3-2. And just like that, Entourage is back in front with 3 straight goals. That's tough.
Another really nice play from Bar Down there. He beat Doughty to the outside, came back inside with a forehand pass, give and go over to Hendry, backdoor, 3-2 game. Wow, we are seeing a lot of goals these last 2 games.
Rips that one down the ice, and that'll be an icing call.
Love these tic-tac-toe plays here. And we're going to see an aggressive face-off chance for another goal here if they win it.
And that'll do it for the first period. Man, an opening start for Resilience that was phenomenal. 2-0 in the first 5 minutes. But Entourage battles right back with 3 straight, and now they have the lead.
That was as exciting of a period as I think we're going to see. I hope there's more in store for us. A lot of people like defense, but a lot more people like goals. So we'll see what we got here for you in period number 2 of this game 3.
Period number 2 underway. Doughty sends that one across. Back to Lemelin. Gives and goes, turns over. And here goes Bar Down, partial break, and he gets back. Lemelin with a great defensive play there.
Well, a mental mistake by Lem to make that pass in the first place. They know that they're going D to D, so they took it away. Bar Down, great play there to get the breakaway, but Lem caught up and slammed the door with a nice poke check late.
That was a great defensive play for sure. Into the defensive zone, they'll break the puck out. And that'll be an offside as they can't get across the line. And Resilience needs the next one.
Well, you're seeing Resilience try to copy the Entourage format here with a lot of quick passing up into the blue line there.
Jumped off the side is Rotes, and here goes Guan. Sends that one down. Behind the net. Doughty to Lemelin. Now Kush with the puck. He'll dump that one into the corner boards. Scary Joe, he sends that across. Guan from the point, and he had a great opportunity there. J-Money.
Shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, I know. He's had a couple of rushes where he's ended up in front of the net in a partial break, even on that goal in game 2, is now Hendry with speed. Cuts into the middle. Can't get away from Lemelin. And bar down Kennedy just misses the net. Sends that one out of the zone. He backs in, and that'll be an offside.
Well, that was another chance for bar down off of just standing in the right spot and letting the puck find its way over to you.
Doughty back to Lemelin. Back to Doughty. Now out of the zone. That one's going to bump him off the puck. Back out in front. They score as Bardown gets it again. And there it is as he rips the one-timer home.
Well, some great effort out of Scary Joey deep in the corner, never giving up on that play despite being bumped constantly. Finds a way to hit Bar Down in front. Bar Down is doing everything right these last couple of games.
And 4 straight goals for Entourage. And now Resilience needs a big one to get back into this after a perfect start. Doughty into the middle, Rhodes back to Boyley, can't finish it off. Scary Joey loses it, but Hendry comes with it. Here's Bar Down, nice cut into the middle. Oh, and he can't bury it. Big save there from J-Money. Oh, what a chance there for Bar Down. And now Bar Down sends that one over. Across the line. Rhodes to Boyley. Boyley. Doughty now. Boyley with it. Backdoor play. That one can't get through. Cush in front. Sends that one over. Knocked free. And Resilience back the other way as they trade rushes up and down the ice. Back to the point. And that one will miss wide. Resilience desperately trying to fight back into this one. Lemelin towards the net. That can't go. Sends it on. Rebound. Can't get through. Back to the point. That one misses everything. A minute to go in the second period. 4 straight goals by Entourage has them in position to take a series lead and be 1 win away from the championship. Now behind the net. Back out in front. A nice reverse play. Guan was up in the play behind the net. 10 seconds remaining. Quick passing play. Can't get a shot on. Maybe one more chance for Entourage. Here's Hendry. Stops up. Back and one-timer from Bar Down. And he misses the net there. 0.7 remaining, and it looks like it'll be a 4-2 lead for Entourage.
So I'll tell you a nice adjustment I see out of Entourage after we see this aggressive faceoff. I'll get to it. Okay, nothing there. A nice adjustment I saw out of Entourage. They're shadowing a guy high up on that blue line, not letting Lemon Doughty do their thing with the give and goes between each other. A lot of the goals have been scored out of, Lemmer Doughty going back and forth between each other. One of them taking it, putting a shot on. So they have now taken that away by either having Hendry or Bar Down fill up in between them and just essentially shadow them when they have the puck in the defensive zone. Now, what this is going to open up, if Lemmer Doughty, when they have the puck, decides to cut it up the boards and find the guy sitting back door in the high slot, they now expose themselves to that because that's one less guy they have sitting in the slot to cover. So look for Lem to cut in the middle and hit Boyley back door on a one-timer here.
I agree. That play has worked pretty well for them in the prior game as Boyley with the one-timer there. They tried it a few times early when they were buzzing at the beginning of the game, but here we go. Period 3, 4-2 for Entourage. Bar Down. He's got the puck. He's got a goal in this one. He's been buzzing.
Well, as I said, the team that breaks their tendencies in the championship is a team that's going to find a way to put themselves in a position to win. And that's what Entourage has done in this game.
100% agree on that. Hendry off the face-off, gets it back to Regs. And he waits it out across the line. Into the middle. That one doesn't go. Sends that one down the length of the ice. And he'll dump that one into the corner. In the middle, can't get that one through. Sends that one over. They enter the zone again. Here's Hendry with it. And he's crushed there by Lemelin. Doesn't bite. Back out in front. That one misses. Now Kush with the puck. He had 2 big goals at the end of game number 2. We'll see if he can get his team back in this one. Nice cut. Oh, and a bad trip there. Lemelin's going to take a penalty.
Yeah, trying to hold the blue line there. You knew he got beat to the outside. He throws the poke as a last resort and gives Entourage a power play. Not something you want down to.
Hendry back to the point. They miss. Here goes Boyley now. But Guan gets back. Great defensive play. And that'll be an offside. Good penalty kill so far by Resilience.
Something I was seeing 5-on-5 out of Resilience. They did start to forecheck 2 guys up in the play after a turnover. So look for odd man rushes out of Entourage when we get back to 5-on-5 hockey here.
Regs with it off the draw. Now with it, tries to hit bar down backdoor, can't get it through. And this power play basically just killing some clock, if anything. Bar down and Regs, they jumble up. Sends that one out. Here's Lemelin. Intercepted, and now Guam with the puck. Sends that one to Regs, back to Guan, and across the line. Can't get that one through. Nice move, fires that one on. Intercepted, now a 2-on-1. Bar down to Kush, but they all get back. Great defensive recovery there from Bar down. As he's all over the ice right now. Scary Joey with it. He hits Bar down. Back to Hendry. Shot on and almost had the rebound. Out of the zone. Nice cut play there by Boyley across the line, but that'll be an offside.
Yeah, Resilience having trouble getting into the zone now, so a little bit of a flip-flop of what we've been seeing.
Across the line to Boyley. Back to Doughty. Down to Boyley. Big hit there. Big hit. Turns over. Can't get out of the zone, but Guan gets back. And now Hendry has a step against Rotes. Into the middle. Far side, scores. And that's one that J-Money probably wants back. Hendry with another big one here in the third.
Well, just a great play all around by Hendry. Lem had another bad step there and got himself caught out of position. Something we don't see too often. We're seeing it a couple times in the last couple of games now. So it's starting to be a habit, if you will. And Hendry does a great job at cutting that one up the ice and just throwing it on and finding a way to beat J Money. Like you said, he might want that one back, but that's probably all she wrote in this game number 3.
No, absolutely is. Yeah, maybe Lemelin trying to press things a little bit too much offensively is now towards the net. Shot on. Big save from Shekel. Hendry with it. Nice cut. Backhand scores, and that's tough. As Hendry lobs one at the net. And that'll make it 6-2.
Well, it looked like Kush came in, was absolutely about to annihilate Hendry, but Hendry finds a way on his back end to avoid that hit and just, again, throws it on the net, and good things happen.
and dumped into the corner. Now Regs with it. 2:30 remaining. After a shutout in game 1, 12 goals in 2 games for Entourage.
We got about a minute left in this one. That's probably all she wrote, 6-2. Brazilians has to take a deep breath here going into an elimination game with the championship on the line now.
It's just tough, man. Their start was perfect. They jump out of the 2-0 lead like they were all
in the first
over
10
them.
minutes of the game.
Just a crazy circumstance here. It's 6 straight goals from Entourage, and they look like they did not have it in the beginning parts of this game.
Yeah, it looks like Lem's just not playing a little like himself these last 2 games with some mistakes that you just do not see him make often. So I totally expect him to rebound with the championship on the line.
Oh my goodness. Nah, that was gross.
That starts with bar down on the zone entry. He spins around his man, finds Scary Joey in front with another 360 no scope. What a goal.
Dude, that's tough. Oh my goodness, what a goal. All right, 7-2 with the exclamation point by Scary Joey. And here's bar down with it, pinned up along the boards. And the comms have got to be rough in the Resilience chat, but okay.
So, I don't know about you. If Entourage comes out with this, bar down is my MVP.
I mean, it's pretty tough. Yeah, I mean, in this series, even in this series alone, like he's actually had quite a few goals. Hendry has played really well in these last few games, but he's done pretty phenomenal in the first 3 here, but that's all she wrote in that one. I want to see a replay.
Yeah.
They're going to show me that.
He's got it, dude. Let's see it. He had 5 points in game number 1, 5 points in game number 2, another 4 points there against a really stout defensive core for someone playing util out of position. That's insane.
Nice cut plays. Lamelin, yeah, he went for the poaching and just completely missed in that one.
Man.
I mean, I don't know what else he's supposed to do on that save. That just goes through his glove. Like that's, I don't. He was
some
in
RNG
position
right there.
Yeah. That, however, I think did he move right at the end there? Like
no, he didn't move enough. Went to follow the puck and square up.
That one was tough. And then here's who got danced.
There. Oh, dude,
Doughty. Rest in peace, bro. Oh my goodness. Sheesh.
Well, and around Lem's poke check, too.
And he went around Levelin.
Oh, Lem just missed that.
Holy smokes.
What a play, man.
That might be the goal attorney.
From a support perspective, bar down I just got to give him a shout out, man. He's doing all of the little things. He's not playing selfish. He's the recipient of a lot of weird plays, but he's helping those weird plays happen by being in the right spot at the right time. He's going to the high slot, finding his chances, letting the puck come to him after making a nice play. You see the give and go right there. Just a beautiful way to put the puck on his forehand to the inside to get around Doughty. If he holds it backhand, that pass gets intercepted.
No, absolutely. I mean, we got to see Resilience will battle back here for sure. Absolutely. Like they played phenomenal throughout this whole event. And we'll see what they come. I mean, it's just tough because like you can't have a better start. Like,
oh man,
you know what I mean? Like that's tough. That's probably a game you gotta win of your Resilience. You come out with a 2-0 lead on your first, like I think they had 7 shots in the first 4 minutes.
Yep,
and
they were flying out of the gates there. And you see Scary Joey with the hat trick and 3 assists as well. So he was a huge part of that win.
No, absolutely. And Shekel, he really didn't have to do much in that one. So we'll see. But Hendry and the boys, they definitely made some adjustments after game one, and you got to remember game one was 1-0, so Resilience definitely with the capacity to shut things down, and we'll see. And again, yeah, like I said, Doughty and Lemelin just didn't seem to have have it in those last two games. They're definitely capable of more, and I expect this one to be a little bit closer throughout the game. But if Entourage gets up by a few, that might be it, as Resilience is having to battle back by a lot, and it's just really hard to, at this stage of the game, to have to make up 3 goals at any point in this series.
Well, offensively, out of Lemelin, what you normally see is Lem will come up the half wall, spin it back to open up the ice, and find Boily backdoor. I don't even think I've seen that attempt out of them yet, which is just really weird for them to abandon that when it's something that's worked so well to get them here. And it seems like they're more worried about just going D to D to D to turd shot, and they should be taking the open ice in front of them and drive that half wall a little bit and get the other team moving and make them uncomfortable. It's something that Lemelin is so good at, one of the best players with the puck on that half wall, because he's really good at spinning out of danger and avoiding those bumps. So it's really strange to me to not see them take advantage of that and kind of just go D to D instead of carrying the puck. I need to see that out of them next game.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And like, again, they haven't gotten down behind the net at all, really. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you haven't seen Resilience really cycle the puck at all. Everything's being kept out in front of the goal line. And, it's making it pretty easy on Guan and Regs, as they're not really having to go down to the corner at all. It's been all offense. Most of their offense has been off the rush. And if it hasn't been off the rush, they just give it back to the point for Lemelin and Doughty. And like you mentioned earlier, that they're just having like a spy up in the middle there to make sure the passes and the switches don't happen. And it's really causing some issues. So we'll see if that changes. And this one is, again, yeah, they haven't gotten down behind that to cycle the puck. And obviously, even if you lose the puck behind the net and they've got to go the full length of the ice instead, is what's happening here. Is Hendry is just buzzing down the ice, it seems, on any chance that he gets, and it's causing some havoc here in the second and third game. But we'll see, as it looks like they are just about set for our final game, as we've got potentially final game, as game number 4. We'll see if Entourage can end things here against Resilience again in game number 4 after dropping game number 1. What do you expect here so far in this one? Do you think we see it over, or we go game 5?
Well, Resilience is going with the Alties. I think that's going to bring some luck on their end and give them a little bit of defensive help that they needed in the last 2 games. There's no way that they play that bad defensively 3 games in a row. Mm-hmm. I know they're playing a lethal team in Entourage, but Resilience is as good as they come defensively. I fully expect them to bounce back here. Again, they're not really a team that'll get rattled, even with back-to-back, big losses with 6-4 and 7-1, 7-2. Sorry. So I think Resilience will come out with this one, but I was wrong last time. So we'll see if Entourage comes out buzzing. We'll see what we got here.
And again, Resilience can have a better start than game number 3. Let's see if they have a better finish, though, as they're in their home blues. Elimination game, our first one of the series. Entourage wins this, and they win the Kings Coast Cup.
Resilience is officially on the line.
Yes, sir. Resilience wins. We force a game 5. And here we go. We're underway in game number 4. Here's Guan, sets it back to Regs, and they're into the zone. And a shot there early from Scary Joey. That one will be stopped. And this is a huge period for J Money. He has to play big in this, as, again, some of the goals were questionable. But he's going to need to be rock solid if they want to force a game 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of those goals not his fault, but others were, and that's how you get to 7 goals.
Absolutely. As Reg's now down low, now he's working from the point. Gives it back to Bar down. As Scary Joey walks into the middle, shot on, and that's a big save there as he tried to pick the corner. And J Money stands tall there.
That one had a chance to go off the blocker, bounced into his glove there, but if it bounces the other way, it could pop in that top corner.
Draw win, Regs fires it on, he scores as that one gets through from the point. Not the hardest of shots. And
if you're
Riggs.
if you're Rhodes, you cannot jump on a defensive zone draw against this team, especially in an elimination game. If you lose a 50-50, fine. He's completely lost that draw for his team. They throw the shot on and beat J Money. Oh man, not a goal you want to give up when you're down in the series with the championship on the line.
No, absolutely. All right, now it's time for Resilience to show some resilience. Is now Doughty out of the zone, dumps that one in, and he's got it. Kush back out in front, can't get it through. One-timer on, and Shekel with a huge save there. And back out in front, and they miss the net. Oh my goodness, his Rhodes had a wide open net. Kush hits the side, and now they settle things down. What a sequence there, but it's still a 1-0 game.
That was a great possession out of Resilience, something they're going to have to do if they want to tie this game up.
No, absolutely is. Now Hendry back out in front. If that go, oh my goodness. I was about to say, if this goes in on this possession, that's got to be backbreaking. As Shekel with some huge saves, a key miss there by Rhodes.
They're looking to go that blocker side a lot, hoping to get a bounce, and they almost got a bounce on both of the blocker shots that they've hit so far.
Yeah, they're trying to pick that corner over there. Is now Joey back out in front, can't get it through. But Bardown comes away with it. Back to the point to Guan. Give and go, shot on, blocked by Rhodes, I believe, and that one's going to go into the corner.
That was a really nice save there.
That was. Now Kush, he can't collect the puck, and that'll be an icing call.
Well, Resilience, out of that possession we saw where they almost had that goal, we did see that one-timer in the high slot, so definitely looking back to go to their bread and butter, so hopefully we can see them get some goals in this one.
Kush, down to the corner, back to the point. Now Regs up the ice. Stops up. Oh no, what a play! Are you kidding me? Sheesh.
Right up the gut for Regs, and Hendry just flies backdoor completely unguarded. Another mental mistake for Resilience. This may cost them this championship with all of these mistakes they've made now 3 games in a row after shutting out Entourage in game 1.
Dude, the kid is built different. He faded, came all the way back, and drew everyone away from Hendry. Holy smokes, what a play from the kid, and now it's 2-0.
Like I said, just right up the gut, unguarded. You cannot let Regs do that.
And like something you'll notice when like a team's pressing is they'll pay way more attention to the puck carrier. And you'll start to see these where they're really not looking at the passing lanes and whatnot because they're just so, just trying to get back in the game. They're trying to be so aggressive. And yeah, right there, Hendry able to just get right behind them on that end. 2-0 now is a chance here for Resilience. Back to the point. Fires it in. And, oh, he had Shekel moving, but he couldn't get a shot on. Here goes Guan out of the zone. In through the centers. His shot goes. That one can't get through. Easy save there for J Money. Scary Joey. He collects it. Sends that one over. They battle away for it in the neutral zone.
We'll slow things down there with a stoppage of play on the nice cover.
Shot on. That one's going to go wide as well. Go on with it into the middle. Turns over. Boyley rips one on. And Shekel having a phenomenal game here. As he's just not letting in any bad goals. Like that's, he's not doing anything insane, but like it's just tough. He's not letting anything. And that's honestly the difference right now is as J Money's had some questionable ones. There's literally nothing he can do on that second goal.
Mm-hmm. And he's keeping the puck in play as well. Like
yeah, exactly. He's just moving it out. He's not pausing it.
Not giving them that face-off play.
And that'll do it. Yes, sir. 2-0. There, the chemistry's already there. 2-0 through one in game 4 as they're closing in on the championship.
The rare time you're going to see Resilience also out TOA'd as well, even though they had a lot of shots, which is just very uncharacteristic. Usually you see the high time on attack, low shots. You've seen the exact opposite this game. It looks like they're starting to get desperate.
I mean, monetized, dude. Hendry got in all alone on that. Like, that's...
Yeah, that's not his fault. It's not his, you know,
like a breakaway and a one-on-one is not going to be the goalie's fault on that. Like,
yeah.
Regs with it now. Dumps that one in. The Regs goal, that was a little questionable from the point, as that was unblocked and went basically in the middle of the net. That one was
tough. And that
tough.
was just a wrist shot, too. That's one you got to have.
Down to the corner, back out in front. Now they're trying to go behind the net. Oh, that one gets out in the front. Backdoor play to Boyley. What a goal there.
There it is. Like I said, you have Lem come into that high slot area and just feed that puck over forehand to Boyley. That's the bread and butter that they had all season this season. They abandoned it in the first couple games. We finally see it. So let's look for them to hit that again here.
They finally started working down behind the net, too. 2-1 now. It's not over. Through the middle. Now Hendry with it. He stops up, tries to hit Bar down with it. Can't. Now back to the point. Great pass there. Now Bar down. He lets one go. That one's going to be blocked. Hendry. Now back to the point, and that'll be an offside. Guan can't keep it in.
He tried his best there. Just kind of wasn't ready for that bounce, and that animation kind of brings him out over the blue line.
Here's Kush with the puck. Back and forth he goes. Hendry behind the net. Oh, a great feed out in front to Bar down. And that just hit him. As Entourage going to work back. Bar down misses again. 2 great chances there. But Resilience comes away, just still the 1-goal deficit. Rebound, that one kicks way out. Rhodes now pinned up along the boards. Now back to the point. Bar down, the great feed, and again, intercepted at the top. They're really making sure that Lemelin and Doughty can't give and go between each other. Towards the net, and that'll be held.
The rare cover that you'll see out of Sheck there. Not giving him the chance to get behind the net.
Tie-up draw. That one's going to be held. Shekel will not play that one out, as 3 Resilience players around him. Bumped off the puck. They're back out in the neutral zone. Can't break through, and now Hendry with a partial break. He's in all alone, and he scores as J-Money comes out to meet him. But Hendry buries that one, and it's 3-1.
Well, we've seen this the last 2 games, just preying on the mistakes of Resilience. Just Hendry just on fire this series. I know I gave credit to Bar down, but Hendry has been just as good, splitting them up the middle, getting J-Money to commit a little early, waited that out, and put that one home. Up 3-1 in this elimination game. Can they hang on?
Turnover at the blue line. Now the other way. Here's Boyley. Back to Rhodes. Rhodes has it along the boards. Now Gase, nice give and go. And now out of the zone. Here's Bar down to Hendry. He stops up. Now Guan with it. He's pressured there, and he'll take a penalty, and that might not have been a bad one, as He might have had a breakaway the other way.
Well, let's see what we got here out of the face-off for this Resilience power play.
Back here. Oh, they try to go backdoor again, but Scary Joey's just sitting there waiting for it on that one. Bar down, can't get out of the zone. Pressure by Kush. Now here's Lemelin, the face-off dot. Oh, he turns that one over. Now Regs, nice spin move to Hendry. Can't get through. Turned over, and now across the line they go. Here's Rhodes. Back to the point, Doughty. Lemelin now walks in from the point. Good stick there. And another one, and they'll send that one down.
Bar down with some nice defensive play there and allowing Scary Joey to get the dump out on that one.
And a great defensive play at the line there by Hendry. Sends that one down. Oh, that one went on nets. Oh my goodness. Couldn't see it as the camera didn't go far enough, but somehow J Money ended up with that. Now dump that one into the corner.
Bounced off the backboards there. It found its way to J Money.
Sends that one up across the line. Scary Joey rims that one around her eggs. Oh, nice play there by... Oh, and Hendry bumped off as he tried to walk in. Minutes ago in the second period. 3-1 lead here for Entourage as they try to close out the series. Doughty fires it on. Gets it back, but a good stick check again as Entourage isn't letting anything get through to Shekel. Rhodes now with it. 30 seconds remaining. Rhodes walks in. Kush can't get the shot, and every time they get in position about to shoot as they swim, and Shekel hold on to that one.
Well, as you were saying, every time they get in tight about to shoot, their sticks on as well, and that's another good chance for them to taken away by active sticks down in below the slot there.
Rebound, that one doesn't go. And that'll do it. 3-1 lead.
Can Resilience score 2 more here to tie this one up and push this to at least overtime? We'll see. I want to see another game here. I don't know if we're going to get it. Entourage has been as advertised so far in this one. We'll see if they can look to put a couple more on and end this series right now.
You got to think one more goal probably does it for Entourage.
Yeah.
Here we go, third period underway. Sends that one in, and Hendry can't get it free. They give and go. Hendry with the puck, tries to weave into the middle. A wrap attempt, they score! And that's a tough one as Scary Joey hits him with a wrap, and that might be all she wrote.
Hendry with a nice LT out over on the right boards there to open up that pass behind the net. He goes for the wrap. Not a goal you can give up in this game. He didn't even move to save that one. That's a brutal look for J Money, and that may do it for this Entourage squad.
Definitely not his best performance here. Definitely capable of a lot more. We'll see if Resilience can get the next one. But yeah, it's tough when you're playing a team like this. And, you know, obviously stopping the ones that you're supposed to stop is of the utmost importance because they're going to hit you with some that you simply can't.
And that's 2 this game that I think he should have saved to go along with another 2 or 3 last game that he should have saved.
There's now Cushion. I mean, the offense isn't really doing anything for him right now to help him out, but either is the defense. As now Hendry gets in. And a good defensive play there by Doughty and Lemelin. They almost gave up another one. Regs, huge hit. Lemelin to Doughty. 14 minutes remaining in the third period. Nice poke check. Now Guan with it. Big hit there. Scary Joey sends that one back. And now straight down the line, it's Hendry. Towards the net, knocked free. This Guan with a good defensive play, and Entourage just making sure that they don't give up any high danger opportunities. Feeds it through. Hendry just looking for more. Is that a one-hand tuck?
Yes, it was.
Oh my goodness, he's trying to montage him at this point. All right, Hendry feeling it. Now Kush back to the point. They switch it up. Here's Lemelin, tries to go backdoor, and Regs reads that play well. Hendry, they stop up, back now into the middle, and Rotes with it now. Turned over again, and they're just not getting their passes through. Here's bar down. Super utility for Entourage, filling in for Fisher. Into the corner. Oh, and big turnover, and they'll score! As Boyley picks it off in front, and it's 4-2. Not over yet. Maybe getting a little too lackadaisical.
Regs tried to cut that one back. He didn't realize he had two guys on him there, and they just take advantage. Boyley just brings that one to the hoop and buries.
Here's Guan with the puck. Sends that in the middle. Rotes intercepts. Greg sends that one back around. And that one sent down the length of the ice.
Well, 3:22 left in this one. 2 goals. We've seen weirder things happen. I don't know if they're going to be able to put 2 up in this time, but we'll see what we got here.
Regs gets bumped off. Lemelin with it. Towards the net. Oh, they can't get a shot on. How many times have they gotten within an opportunity to actually shoot? Bar down with a partial break. Into the middle. The Scary Joey. Ends that one back around. Shot on, and that does not go. He's the Johnny Drama, Tris. Yes, sir. All right. One minute remaining. Brazilians trailing by 2. They need to score. Back to the point. One-timer on. Perfect block there by Hendry. Send down the length of the ice. Bardown's going to get there first. He's just killing clock. Great move there, and he gets absolutely destroyed. Now in, back out. 39 remaining, and Regs with a great defensive play. He can't keep it. Now he does. And a big save there, but they're going to get a power play, and that might be all she wrote.
I'll get the confetti ready because I think this one is over. They're just even unable to get in the zone at this point.
Pile on, buddy. You're not wrong, dude. 23 remaining. Back to the point. Shot on into the corner. That doesn't go. Into the corner. 5 remaining. And that's going to do it as Entourage is going to take event number 1 of the Kings Coast Cup. And they do it without one of their starting members as Bardown fills in. Shekels stands strong, and Hendry pops off in this one as Resilience, after a great start, couldn't get going. And they are going to give up this one as Entourage are your champions here on the Kings Coast Cup season number 1. My man, that was a couple of great games starting out in that series. And again, it was all defense in that first game and all offense after. What impressed you the most after, now Entourage securing, I believe, their first win in NHL 21 on Xbox?
Well, what's impressive to me is getting shut out in game number 1 and coming back with an absolute onslaught of goals en route to winning 3 straight games and the championship. That's just an unbelievable effort out of the boys with Bar Down as a utility who proved his worth at 3 different positions. So now if you're Bar Down, what do? Do you stay a util player? You've now proved your worth at multiple positions. He might have some offers on the table now.
We'll have to see. Again, some crazy roster moves for the first time, in over a year, like we mentioned earlier on for Entourage, moving on from J Claus and George. And, even without their starting roster, they looked like a powerhouse here. And it's going to be awfully tough in future events if this roster plays like they did after game number 1. I mean, perennial slow starters in pretty much every event is Entourage, but a great job all the way around, guys. It's been a blast covering the Kings Coast Cup. Again, we tried to come up with a new format here with the group stages, and Tris developing, a great system to recognize you guys and the teams in terms of rankings now going forward. And this is definitely going to have some impact now after the first Kings Coast Cup. I mean, Division 1 is going to look far different going into Division 2. I mean, the Highlanders had a great run. Resilience continued strong. They're going to definitely be cemented there. And we'll see some of the teams that fall out as we now start to see some more recency come into play when it comes to those rankings. Guys, I got to make sure you're aware, Season 2 of the Kings Coast Cup is going to kick in fairly shortly. I mean, qualifiers will be April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. So we're taking a couple weeks off, and then we're right back at it. So make sure that you hit up leaguegaming.com and sign up there as we enter into the open qualifiers for that. And again, we'll go over all of the new format rules and whatnot heading into Season 2, as Season 1 definitely, again, the format changed quite considerably, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But dude, it's been a blast calling the games with you, man. I hope we're definitely gonna do this more, my man. It's been great.
Oh, dude, I'm always around, man. I love doing the color thing. I just got into it recently with CBJ on PSN side. Think I got a knack for it, and it's a lot of fun calling games. So yeah, I'm definitely around. If the invite's there, just let me know when to come on, and I'm here.
No, absolutely, 100%. All right, guys, it has been a blast. And again, congrats to Entourage for winning the Kings Coast Cup Season 1. Resilience with one of the most impressive runs that you're going to see is they battled top team after top team, but come up short in the finals. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Take it easy.